Clean water is our blue gold. In the lower Rio Grande Valley, that's our way of saying clean water is the most precious natural resource we have. But every time it rains, pollutants in the stormwater runoff contaminate our clean water. Think about it. When it rains, all that stormwater runoff with the associated pollution has to go somewhere. The rain washes the rooftops and the streets and flows as stormwater runoff carrying oil, dirt, pet waste, trash, lawn care products, and other types of pollutants into the stormwater sewer system. The stormwater sewer system is separated from the sanitary sewer and does not convey the stormwater runoff to a wastewater treatment plant. The stormwater sewer system captures the untreated stormwater runoff and discharges directly into our streams, arroyos, lakes, and coastal waters. The majority of the stormwater runoff eventually ends up in the Laguna Madre. Think about it. We use these streams, arroyos, lakes, and coastal waters for all sorts of fun things, like swimming, fishing, and boating. Stormwater runoff also drains into our surface waters used by municipalities as our source of drinking water. Finding ways to treat stormwater runoff and improve water quality just makes sense. That's why low-impact development and using green engineering strategies can be such a smart investment for all of us. Low-impact development deals with stormwater runoff in very innovative ways. It slows it down, reduces potential damage and danger of fast-moving water. It spreads the water out to avoid accumulation and flooding. It allows infiltration to recharge our aquifers, and it cleans it up before it goes to our Arroyo Colorado and Laguna Madre. We're smart to invest in low-impact development. It makes economic sense. By doing so, we keep our surface waters cleaner, reduce stormwater runoff, reduce potential for flooding, and simply put, we create a more beautiful place to call home.
Clean water is our blue gold. Protect the future for our kids.
Texas A&M University Kingsville, local communities, and the TCEQ are investing in low-impact development projects in a unique partnership. With the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality and the United States Environmental Protection Agency as partners, Texas A&M University Kingsville and Valley local governments have invested over $6 million in grant and local funding into various demonstration projects located throughout the lower Rio Grande Valley. Low-impact development is smart development. Low-impact development helps secure our future today by reducing stormwater runoff and dangerous contaminants that can flow into our streams and coastal waterways, like the Arroyo and the Laguna Madre. These are two of our most valuable environmental and economic assets in our region. By implementing low-impact development projects and spreading the word about all the benefits, we're creating clean and vibrant communities with healthier resacas, an enjoyable and healthier Arroyo Colorado, and a beautiful Laguna Madre today and for generations to come.
Clean water is our blue goal. Protect our precious resources.
Low-impact development is possible almost anywhere. Once you start looking, you'll start to see how low-impact development projects are all around you, such as permeable pavements to allow stormwater runoff to percolate through the pavement into the soil below. This helps control stormwater at the source, reducing stormwater runoff, and improving water quality by filtering out pollutants. The Alton Fire Station, located at 509 South Alton Boulevard near City Hall, is a great example. It was funded by the EPA and TCEQ Clean Water Act 319 program. Alton officials have partnered with A&M Kingsville researchers and developed the fire station's parking lot and driveway concept using low-impact development techniques. Permeable pavement can serve as an entire water treatment system, not just an aesthetic surface material. Pervious pavement is built with a surface area that can be either porous concrete, asphalt, or pavers. The top layer of coarse aggregate can be used to trap the sediment and other contaminants, along with a base of rock where the water is stored in void spaces and slowly infiltrated into the groundwater below. Some of the permeable pavement systems use perforated pipes running through the rock layer to collect the water and send it to the treatment train. This is common in sites where natural soil does not infiltrate the water rapidly enough. Other sites near you where you can find permeable pavements are the City of La Jolla Municipal Library, the City of Alamo Sports Complex, the Valley Nature Center in Weslaco, the Indoor Recreation Center at La Feria, Cascade Park at the Cameron County Drainage District No. 1 in Brownsville, and at Montebello Park, also in Brownsville. Permeable pavement is one of the many ways to reduce stormwater runoff. Another practice is also the implementation of an engineered bioswale. A bioswale is a wide and shallow ditch that is designed to remove silt and pollution from surface water while also reducing the potential for flooding. At the Amigos del Valle, located in San Juan, you can find innovative LID methods such as a bioswale and a green roof designed for the Rio Grande Valley climate. Though it looks like a typical garden landscape with plants and rocks, there's much more underneath than meets the eye, including innovative drainage and light soil materials. In another bioswale location at the South Texas College Pecan campus, the structure captures and treats the stormwater runoff from the adjacent parking lot. This type of BMP has layers of rock and sometimes a perforated pipe underneath at the bottom of the ditch. The pipe is wrapped with a permeable geotextile to avoid clogging with fine soils. On top is a layer of topsoil that provides the growing medium for the plants that remove the pollutants from the runoff. It's important to mention that the type of plants used in the bioswale is critical to its performance. The plants need to be drought and flood tolerant, which means they should be able to survive long periods of time without water and also be able to subsist in ponding water for a couple of days. The wise choice is always native plants, and your local nature center will give you good advice. Other sites near you where you can find bioswales include the City of Alamos Sports Complex, Montebello Park in Brownsville, and the Amigos del Valle Community Center in San Juan. Rain harvesting systems gather rainwater for reuse at a later date. Rather than allowing rainwater to run off as excess stormwater, rain is collected and used for landscape irrigation or livestock consumption. Rain harvesting systems reduce the demand on clean water and reduce stormwater volume in the stormwater sewer systems. Located at 301 South Border Avenue in Weslaco at the Valley Nature Center, one can find a rain harvesting system in full operation. Funded by the EPA and TCEQ, and with the design assistance from Texas A&M Kingsville researchers, this LID method is significantly reducing water consumption for the center. The Valley Nature Center has 2 rain harvesting systems with a capacity to store up to 5,000 gallons each. In this type of stormwater system, the runoff from the roof is collected by the gutters and conveyed through the downspouts. The water first goes through a first flush diverter. This feature separates the first 1/4 inch of rainfall, called the first flush, that contains excessive sediment, tree leaves, and other materials. It keeps the stored water cleaner and reduces system maintenance. The stored water is optimal for irrigation with natural acidity and few minerals. Other sites near you where you can find rain harvesting systems include the City of Alamos Sports Complex, Montebello Park in Brownsville, the Amigos del Valle Community Center in San Juan, and the Weslaco Library. A rain garden allows stormwater runoff to easily infiltrate into the ground, minimizing stormwater runoff flow to the drains, and thus minimizing pollution that can flow to the Arroyo Colorado and to our Laguna Madre. Rain gardens can reduce the amount of pollution in stormwater runoff by up to 30%. Rain gardens are very similar to bioswales. You can find a great example here at the Amigos del Valle Community Center in San Juan. Instead of being long ditch-like features, rain gardens can have different geometries. Their purpose and function are still the same thing: improve stormwater quality. A layer of gravel is found under the vegetation, lined with a permeable geotextile to avoid fine soils from clogging the filter, but still allowing infiltration. Topsoil and indigenous vegetation are also key components of the design, along with the type of plants which can be drought and flood tolerant. The project is funded by the EPA and TCEQ as a partnership between the City of San Juan and Texas A&M University Kingsville. There are many LID practices to use on the ground, but now let's look at what we can put on our roofs. Vegetated roofs have multiple benefits that help mitigate the effects of urbanization on stormwater quality by filtering, absorbing, or detaining rainfall. The soils and plants used on these roofs are unique. The designs include a specialized mix of plants and grasses that thrive in the harsh, dry, high-temperature conditions of the roof and tolerate short periods of inundation from storm events. The valley's semi-arid climate is a especially challenging condition, but researchers at Texas A&M University Kingsville have designed and installed and are monitoring these facilities in the cities of San Juan and Weslaco. There are 2 demonstration green roofs in the valley, one of them at the Valley Nature Center in Weslaco and another at the Amigos del Valle Community Center in San Juan. Both projects are part of the Valley's Low Impact Development Demonstration, Outreach, and Education Program led by A&M University Kingsville and the Lower Rio Grande Valley TPDES Stormwater Task Force. While we collect and absorb rainfall from our roofs, we can also design another elegant LID site for stormwater runoff, such as wetlands. As stormwater runoff flows through a constructed wetland, pollutant removal is achieved through settling and aquatic vegetation uptake, also known as phytoremediation. Constructed wetlands are among the most effective stormwater management practices. These facilities, if managed properly, will beautify the environment and promote healthy ecosystems. Ecotourism, birdwatching, and nature-loving activities are fringe benefits that accompany the use of these structures. In Brownsville at 3510 Old Port Isabel Road, the Cameron County Drainage District No. 1's Cascade Park uses constructed wetlands to treat stormwater runoff. Located near the Gulf Coast, Cascade Park is designed to promote ecotourism and is an important stormwater management project that protects our environment, including our coastline. With the guidance and support from both Drainage District officials and A&M Kingsville in partnership with the EPA, TCQ, and other agencies, this stormwater constructed wetland is now the home to a vast variety of wildlife while treating and filtering stormwater runoff. Cascade Park includes a 9-acre constructed wetland. It's open to the public with observation decks, and visitors can view birds and fish from its banks. The constructed wetland receives stormwater runoff from local drainage in Cameron County and is designed to hold water year-round. By circulating water at a slow rate and using vegetation uptake, evaporation, and infiltration to treat the stormwater, pollutants are removed prior to discharging the stormwater into state and federal waters. Texas A&M University Kingsville and its Valley partners have constructed numerous stormwater constructed wetlands throughout the Lower Rio Grande Valley. Please visit these sites in La Feria, Weslaco, San Juan, and McAllen. There are also simple ways you can help reduce stormwater runoff in your own neighborhood. By keeping streets, roofs, lawns, and driveways clean of trash, pet waste, and grass clippings, you'll be reducing runoff pollution. Low-impact development is just smart. Low-impact development increases property values, keeps the cost of drinking water low, helps protect our infrastructure, keeps our precious water bodies clean, and improves our quality of life. And that's why we say,
clean water is our blue gold. We need to teach our kids to be good environmental stewards.
learn more, visit rgvlidprogram.com. By investing in smart eco-technologies, we can secure a healthy ecosystem and clean water for our families today and in the future.